Hey everyone, Tyson the Subaru Specialist from Subaru Prince George here. We're taking a look at the 2024 Subaru Impreza 2.5 RS in the sapphire blue. So the 2024 Impreza got a redesign this year. Exterior refresh, platform refresh, everything's updated. And you get it in the sapphire blue, which was a returning color from the 23 model years. This looks a little bit different. And this is a throwback to the 2.5 RS that Subaru used to make, which was a trim level of Impreza. So front end, just like all the other Imprezas, got a new front end. Very, very aggressive. New grille, new black gloss wings off of the grille that lead into your smaller, more aggressively styled LED steering responsive headlights. Got a new fog light bezel with LED fog lights, black accents on the side there. Yeah, overall, great new look for the Impreza. 2.5 RS, as the name indicates, it's a 2.5 liter, 182 horsepower. These cars are fun to drive, to say the least. They're a blast. Sitting on 18-inch black painted wheels to go with your gloss black rocker panels. I don't know if they call them rocker panels, side sills. And of course, they only make the Impreza in the hatchback now. But look at that blue. The camera's really not doing it justice. It is a phenomenal blue. We have the RS badge on the side, right there in the red, that iconic RS. Black painted mirror caps. 2.5 RS does get the tilt and slide sunroof. And of course, black spoiler on the top here. Now, fuel door is the rear passenger side, just like every other Subaru, and it's tied to the driver door. If the driver door is unlocked, that's unlocked. When the driver door is locked, a pin shoots out of there, locks in the corresponding hole. So it's tied to your driver door. Running regular, it's a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated engine, 182 horsepower. They're a blast to drive. There's that rear 3/4 view. My favorite view of the Impreza, just like it's my favorite view of the Crosstrek. And this is, let's be honest, a lowered Crosstrek. At the back, new taillights. They share those with the Crosstrek RS badging. And then, of course, being a hatchback, very, very practical. To open it, we've got these stars here. Just below it, little rubber switch. Right there to unlock. And just like the Crosstrek, there's a ton of room in the rear. Far more than people expect. We've got a privacy cover. This is the first trim level, the RS, that comes with the privacy cover as standard equipment. Hides everything from the top of the seats down. Halogen cargo light. And this privacy cover is removable. It's just a telescopic piece. You can pull it out. The storage area, the tray looks a little different. On the Crosstrek, the false floor covers this, but you've got a little storage here. You've got your bottle / cup holders on either side for tailgating. And underneath here, you've got storage, and you have your fix-a-flat kit and your jack. So no spare tire with the Imprezas. I'm sure with a little ingenuity, you could fit a spare tire in there, but it doesn't come with one from factory. Weight savings. And a lot of vehicles are going that way. We do have that button right there. That is so you can set a pin, so you can access your vehicle if you don't have your key fob on you. There you go. You can see it in the shade. It's such a rich blue. I love it. Up top, we do have these little doors. This is where you would install your crossbars. You have corresponding doors on the other side. You flip those up. They bolt into the top. They're not the C-channel ones, which is great. Much more robust. Second row. Good headroom, good legroom. Taller people will be able to fit in the second row of the Impreza. We've got this great two-tone interior, the light and dark gray, along with the red bolsters. And I don't think the camera is really doing the red justice. It is red on the interior of every exterior color RS Impreza. Red is the color. Fast is always indicated by red in Subaru's world. Fold-down armrest with cup holders. We've got 2 USB ports on the rear here for charging, keep everyone connected on longer trips. Map back pocket here. And if you look in there, you even have a little bit of red in the cloth that is kind of hard to see for the camera to focus on. It all ties it together really, really nicely. Access to the latch system for children, if you've got car seats, really easy to use. And then these seats do fold down virtually flat. Does depend how far reclined that front seat is. There you go. A little bit of an angle there, but you can dramatically increase your storage space in the Impreza, which is nice. Go up very, very easy. Get that same textured piece there if you're going to use that as a step, if you're loading something on the roof. Rear door card, hard touch materials, soft touch armrest, red contrast stitching, really nice, easy to grab handle, power window switch. There's a little bit of storage there along with the bottle holder, and if you need it, you do get child lock. It is a proximity key, as it's not a base model Subaru, so that just needs to be on your person, in your pocket, your backpack, your purse. And to lock it, you can just touch these lines. Because the vehicle's running, it's not going to do that. Open the door card. Front door card looks very, very similar to that of the rear door card. We just have soft touch door, soft touch armrest. We've got all 4 power windows, which the front 2 are auto power, the rear 2 are regular power. Window lock, power mirror adjustment. There's a little bit more storage along with the bottle holder, and in the RS, you do get the Harman Kardon audio system, phenomenal audio system. Sounds great. Obviously, I can't show how well it works in a video because you'd be listening to audio on an audio recording. Wouldn't be that great. Driver's seat is power, including lumbar. It's the same seats up front in the Impreza as it is in the Crosstrek. These are designed to reduce fatigue over longer driving distances. Very, very comfortable. Subaru worked very, very hard on that. Let's go ahead and hop in the Impreza. So here I am inside the 2024 Impreza 2.5 RS. And steering wheel, very, very similar to all of the other steering wheels in Subaru's lineup. Left-hand side, we have our Bluetooth and audio controls. You can make and take calls, control the volume of the calls and the music. We can cycle through several different screens, through the up and down arrow, switch from AM to FM to satellite to USB, etc. Volume, just like all the other new ones, toggle left to right. This used to be volume on the old ones, something to get used to for sure. We can accept phone calls, we can hang up or decline phone calls, we can issue voice commands or access Siri or Google Assistant if you have a device connected. Right hand side, we have our adaptive cruise and our lane centering. Both of those systems use these 3 black boxes, these color stereo eyesight cameras, to look for vehicles, pedestrians, cyclists, and road lines. Also does things like automatic emergency braking. So all your safety tech is through these boxes. And this is the most up-to-date eyesight system they make. Wider field of view with this 3rd wide-angle mono camera that all of our Subarus now have. Well, nearly all of them. The ones that haven't been redesigned don't have those yet. But when I'm turning on cruise, I get an image of the Impreza there. And you can see there's 3 bars ahead of it. Now there's 4. All the way down to 1. That is the follow distance behind the vehicle ahead of you that you will follow at if you catch up while using cruise control, which will keep you between the lines well, it'll help you. Went off on a tangent there. Those 4 lines indicate how far behind the vehicle ahead of you you'll follow at. 4 bars, 150 to 180 feet behind the vehicle ahead of you, and you can follow closer by pressing down, and it decreases the bars. Increase, 4 is the max. Now, you don't have to use adaptive cruise control. If you don't like adaptive cruise control, that's fine. You can turn it into traditional cruise just by pressing and holding this down arrow, and you'll see that it changes to your standard cruise icon. Press and hold down again, you get back your adaptive. Now, the lane centering, this little steering wheel, it's active. When it's on, you see it there. Those gray lines beside the white lines, above 60 kilometers an hour, it'll keep you between the lines. So long as the eyesight cameras can see the lines, they'll illuminate white, and it actually gives you gentle steering input to keep you in the center of your lane. It's a fantastic feature, great for long distance driving. You're way less fatigued at the end of a long day of driving. If you have the chance to test drive any of our Subarus with the eyesight, see if your salesperson will give you a demo of it. It's quite interesting. I didn't initially think I would like it, but it does make daily driving, especially if you're driving any distance commuting, makes it significantly easier on you. We do have an intelligent and in sport mode drive modes. So intelligent's what it defaults to. And you can see down by the P for park symbol on the bottom there, it says I to the right of it, sport. So you can see that yellow line for sport's a little bit more aggressive, and you're going to go faster sooner. You're going to sit at a higher RPM. It's for more spirited driving. And if you didn't notice it already, you do get the exclusive 2.5i RS gauges with the RS on the right there. They're red rimmed. This is kind of the equivalent to the Onyx Crosstrek with the yellow highlights, just obviously in red. Below that, heated steering wheel. We've got our red contrast stitching, which is nice. Steering wheel feels good in your hands. Steering wheel adjustment is both tilt and telescopic, so you can adjust it to drivers of varying heights, leg and arm lengths. Easy to lock it back in place. We do have paddles on the back of the steering wheel. upshift, downshift. If we want to manually select our own gears, it is nice. And to go along with safety, we do have these little nubs on either mirror, and it is kind of hard to see, but it is your blind spot detection, and it'll illuminate like so, orange, on the corresponding side when someone's in your blind spot or is going to be in your blind spot momentarily. It doesn't replace shoulder checking, but it is a nice aid. And actually, speaking of shoulder checking, visibility in the Impreza, it really impresses me. Over here, 11.6-inch infotainment system. So this is pretty much the same system you see in all new Subarus except for the entry levels where you get the 2.7-inch. And they've broken this into 3 portions. Top portion, we have some widgets, some gauges, and I can change them if I don't like what I'm looking at. And if you watched any of my previous videos, you'll know that I changed them. Date, oil, water temp. We've got what we're listening to, and then we get a 3-month trial of the weather, which is part of our 3-month satellite radio trial. So that's typically the most beneficial one for most of my clients. Center portion, we've got radio, media, and phone, which are fairly self-explanatory. Phone allows you to hook up your phone for Bluetooth. Media is listening to USB, auxiliary, or music from your phone. Radio is radio. Under apps, we have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in addition to the My Subaru app. And the My Subaru app allows you to remote start your vehicle from your phone in addition to a host of other features, which is quite nice. Keeps you connected, lock and unlock your door, set boundary alerts, curfew alerts, that sort of thing. We can turn the display off if we don't like it. We can also go over here to the other side. Valet mode, vehicle, auto vehicle hold, and vehicle dynamics control. You can also add additional shortcuts. If there's a setting that you change all the time, you can add a shortcut to it, which is nice. Volume and physical tuning knobs. Home button always takes you back to the main screen. Looks like a little open envelope or a Monopoly house. To the left of that, we have the ability to turn off auto start stop. So if you don't like it saving you fuel, it stops, or it's becoming intrusive, you can turn it off. Auto vehicle hold, the brake holder. The Subaru does kind of double up on several things where you can access it in different areas. We've got things like vehicle control, driving assistance, you can change it. More settings, you can change it to miles per gallon, miles for your speedometer. Lots of options to change. Add additional phones, you can set driver profiles, and then we have our climate controls at the bottom here. We have our temperatures for each side because it is dual zone. It goes up and down in 0.5 degree increments, or we can simply click, sync it back, control where we want our airflow. Got big fan strength buttons, really hard to miss. And then if I don't touch that for a little bit, it does just go back to whatever screen I had it on, so you don't have to search and press the exit button for it to go back to the main screen or the radio or whatever you're using. Now, below the screen, we have 2 USBs, an auxiliary, 10-watt wireless charger. Your phone is going to get warm while using this. That's normal. If you don't want it charging, there you go. Turn it off, on. It is an automatic CVT. I do like this synthetic shifter boot with the red contrast. I think it's a nice touch. You can pull it towards yourself to enter manual mode, and that's where you can use the paddles, full control, up and down. You can see I'm in first gear right now. I press this paddle to the right, goes to second gear. It's not going to let me start in 6th. It does limit your gears a little bit, but it works well. Piano black center console, parking brake, pull up to activate, foot on the brake and push down to deactivate. This is a 360 camera button that you'd find in Japan. Don't get that here in North America. Heated cloth seats. And with the heated cloth, they heat up super quickly, which is nice. We've got these nice offset cup holders with the drink raisers. You do get 2 of those in the Impreza. 12-volt power point. There's a little bit of storage here. Soft touch armrest, which is actually pretty far forward. It's nice. And there's a deep amount of storage in there. There's lots. No power points in there, which I think Subaru missed out on. But there is a place to run cords through. So if you put a power bank or something through there and need to charge from it, you're fine. Up top, we have SOS and concierge/roadside. You'll get a little green light here when the system's enabled. That's part of your 3-year trial to the My Subaru connected services you get with most new Subarus. Map lights, sunroof controls. It is tilt and slide. It is just regular size. Manual shade. Something that I really appreciate. You've got handles. You've got 4 grab handles in the Impreza. Everyone gets a grab handle. Off the visor. Vanity mirror with light. Pull it over. You can extend it if the sun's directly at your left or right, which as soon as I pull forward here, it'd be there. So it would be beneficial for that. So that is a quick look at the 2024 Subaru Impreza 2.5 RS. Redesigned Impreza, 2.5 liter, new addition to the Impreza lineup, just like with the Crosstreks. So these are very, very zippy. Of course, it's all-wheel drive. You get great fuel efficiency. Great commuter cars, especially if you have to travel any meaningful distance. And I've never had any of my clients come back to me after a winter that have an Impreza complaining that they weren't able to get around. So ground clearance is part of it, but Subaru's all-wheel drive system is the best all-wheel drive system in the world. So thank you for watching my quick walkthrough of the 2024 Subaru Impreza 2.5 RS. I'm Tyson, the Subaru specialist from Subaru Prince George. If you guys have any questions about the vehicle behind me, any of the tech in it, any of the tech or vehicles in our lineup, please put them in the comments below. I'm always looking to answer you guys' questions. If you have an idea for a video or something you'd like to see in a future video, again, put it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you're in British Columbia looking for a Subaru, please reach out to me. I'd love to help you find your car. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll talk soon.